How's it going, everybody? Today I wanted to talk about workers' compensation insurance for contractors here in the state of Michigan and some key points to consider about this coverage. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Brian. I'm an independent insurance agent based here in the state of Michigan, Metro Detroit specifically, and I work with businesses on their commercial insurance programs, as well as helping families and individuals with their personal insurance, their home, their auto insurance as well. My goal with this channel is to pass on a little bit of educational information to you so that you can make more informed decisions around your insurance and overall help answer any questions that you might have. So let's get into it. First, let's start with what workers' compensation insurance actually is and covers. This type of insurance covers medical expenses, lost wages, and rehab services for employees that get injured or sick while on the job. So if one of your employees has an accident on a job site or even at the office, workers' comp can help cover their recovery costs and also help protect your business from the potential financial burden of that incident. Now, how is the cost of workers' comp insurance generally determined? The premiums are typically based off of a few factors, first being your payroll, and then would be the class codes of your workers based on their job duties and responsibilities, and then would be your business's claims history. Working in concert with your claims history is also your workers' comp experience mod, sometimes just referred to simply as the mod or E-mod. And this adjusts your workers' comp premium based on your business's past claims. And it is typically determined based on how your claims compare to your industry as a whole. One thing to also keep in mind is that workers' comp insurance premiums are typically subject to an audit at the end of the policy period. So this means at the end of the policy term, the insurance company will verify both your payroll and job classification codes to make sure that you paid the right amount of premium. If your payrolls end up being higher than expected, then there could be some additional premium that you owe. And if they are lower, then you could get a refund or a potential credit on your next policy term. This is why keeping accurate payroll records and assigning the correct job class codes to each employee is extremely important. This can help avoid any surprises and unexpected costs around the time of the audit. Next, let's talk about coverage limits. While the state of Michigan does have minimum coverage limit requirements for workers' compensation insurance, which are $100,000 per accident, $500,000 for the overall policy limit, and $100,000 for each employee. In most cases, those limits just simply aren't enough, especially in a higher risk field like contracting, where accidents and injuries to your employees can lead to potentially large claims if an employee is seriously injured. This is why I typically almost always recommend looking at $1 million limits across the board, mainly because having those $1 million limits is not typically that much more expensive than the state minimum, but it does provide much broader and more extensive coverage for your business and for your employees. And last, it is important to not overlook employer's liability coverage, which is typically included in most workers' comp insurance policies. And this coverage helps protect your business from lawsuits from injured employees who might claim that their injuries were due to negligence or maybe unsafe working conditions, something of that nature. It would help cover the legal defense costs and any potential judgments or settlements from the lawsuit, and it serves as that added layer of protection and can make a huge difference if a claim ever does escalate. So overall, whether you are a smaller operation just starting out and looking to get coverage in place, or a larger, more established business that wants to check and make sure that you do have the right and proper coverage in place with a good, reputable insurance company, and the premiums that you're paying are fair, I would love the opportunity to work with you and see if our team can help. There are a lot of ways to get a hold of me, and they should all be in the description below. Please feel free to text, call, email, fill out a contact form, whatever is easiest. And if you have any other questions about insurance, please feel free to leave them in the comments below or reach out directly. I would love to help answer those as well. So thank you again.